For more, Felix Matthes joins us from Berlin's Öko Institute, a research body for applied ecology. Let's cut straight to the chase. Did project managers, in this case, hugely underestimate the powers at play here, nature?
No, I think it's a new and complex project, and the project developers had to get their lessons. And it is not only about the weather, it's about logistics, it's about financing, regulation, licensing, and you have to raise experience on this to be successful at a commercial scale.
It's certainly a costly lesson to learn, though. Shouldn't they have let themselves a little more slack?
No, we went through this learning process with onshore wind 20 years ago. We went through this learning process 10 years ago with PV. And so it's the time to go there, because if it works, then it will be an attractive and then very efficient source of power.
And it hasn't just been the weather and the waves, there have also been environmental concerns, porpoises, for example, living in the waters, and also even unexploded mines from the Second World War. I mean, they've really been up against it.
Yeah, and you have to go through these licensing processes, even as a learning process for environmental legislation, for even military issues have played a role there. And you have to do this, when you do this for the first time, it takes a bit longer.
Besides licensing, subsidies has also been a problem. Wrangling over that has caused delays. What has caused the most delays? The bureaucracy here, or simply nature?
No, it's the complexity. It's the complexity of nature, technology, and licensing, and the regulatory framework. And I think, in the end of the day, there will be, or the engineers will be able to deal with this, but it takes time.
And the logistics of it all, I suppose. How much different is this technology that is being used offshore to the stuff that's used onshore?
These are bigger turbines. They are built in deep water, 40 meters deep, and that is completely new. But in the end, if it works, you have better turbines, which are more efficient and in the end of the day, cheaper. Again,
this is costing Germany a lot more than other countries, because these farms have to be situated further offshore, even further offshore, because they need to be in deep waters, as you mentioned. Are all of these additional costs causing problems as far as investors, attracting investors goes?
It's the uncertainty for investors, because these projects will be done for the first time. But if it works, you have a long time of operation, you have limited costs of capital, and so it will be effective, and it will be an interesting option for the German Energiewende.
Taking a quick look at just how much the German government is pumping into wind technology. It's a proven technology, despite all of the troubles we're talking about. Why is it only in second place, though?
It's cheaper. It's cheaper than PV. PV will be cheaper in future, but at the moment, wind energy is the cheapest source of alternative power in Germany and in the world.
And just lastly, the returns, I mean, it's even better than what you get onshore, isn't it?
For the long term, not for the pilot project, but on a long run, these issues will be more efficient because you need less storage, etc., etc.
Felix Matthes, thank you very much for coming in.